Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do NCERT solution of chapter 13 sound. The first question is choose the correct answer. Sound can travel through. So as we know that sound can travel through solid, liquid and gases. So the correct option will be D, solid, liquid and gases. The next question is voice of which of the following is likely to have minimum frequency. So a man will have a voice with minimum frequency. Question number 3 is true and false. Sound cannot travel in vacuum. Yes, the answer is true. This statement is true. Yes, we know that sound cannot travel in vacuum. Next, the number of oscillation per second of vibrating object is called its time period. This statement is wrong because the number of oscillation per second of a vibrating object is called its frequency. So that this statement is false. The next question is if the amplitude of vibration is large, sound is feeble. So this statement is false. Then for human ears, the audible range is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Yes, this answer is true. Yes, for human ears, the audible range is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Next question, the lower the frequency of vibration, the higher is the pitch. So again, this statement is again wrong. The lower the frequency of vibration, the lower is the pitch. Next, unwanted or unpleasant sound is termed as music. Again, it is false. Unwanted and unpleasant sound is termed as noise. Next, noise pollution may cause partial hearing impairment. Yes, this statement is true. Noise pollution may cause partial hearing impairment. The next question is set of fill in the blanks. Time taken by an object to complete one oscillation is called its time period. Time taken by an object to complete one oscillation is called time period. Loudness is determined by the amplitude. The unit of frequency is hertz. Unwanted sound is called noise. Shrillness of a sound is determined by the pitch of vibration. The next question is a numerical. A pendulum oscillates 40 times in 4 seconds. Find its time period and frequency. So here we have firstly we will write the given values. So the given value is number of oscillations which is equal to 40. Then time taken is 4 seconds. And we know frequency is defined as number of oscillation by time taken. So after substituting the value which are given 40 by 4 and after calculating we get as 10 hertz, means the frequency of the pendulum which oscillate 40 times in 4 seconds is 10 hertz. The next question is the sound from a mosquito is produced when it vibrates its wings at an average rate of 500 vibration per second. What is the time period of the vibration? So number of vibration in 1 second is 500, which is a given value. Therefore frequency is 500 hertz. So as we know the number of vibration in 1 second is known as frequency. So here we know the frequency. Frequency is equal to 500 hertz, and as we know the relationship between time period and frequency, that is time period is equal to 1 divided by frequency. So here 1 by 500 and after calculating it is 0.002 second. So time period of vibration is 0.002 second. Next question, identify the part which vibrates to produce sound in the following instrument. First is dholak. Dholak, the vibrating part is the stretched membrane. In sitar, the vibrating part is the stretched string. And in flute, the air column which is present in the flute is the vibrating part. The next question is what is the difference between noise and music? Can music become noise sometimes? So firstly for the difference, the unpleasant sound is called noise whereas pleasant sound is called music. Noise can produce so many health hazards whereas music brings soothing effect. Now the followed question, yes, music can become a noise sometime when the musical instrument produce very high volume sounds. The next question is, list source of noise pollution in your surrounding. The source of noise pollutions are the sound produced by buses and trucks, the sound produced by the construction site, the sound produced by playing of TV, radio and loudspeaker, bursting of crackers, sound of big machines in the factories. These are the few sources of noise pollution in our surrounding. The next question is, explain in what way noise pollution is harmful to humans. The noise pollution cause many health related problems like lack of sleep, hypertension, anxiety, etc. These are the some examples and problems that may cause due to noise pollutions. Moreover, a person who is exposed to a loud sound continuously may get temporary or permanent deafness. Next question, your parents are going to buy a house. They have been offered one on the roadside and other 3 lanes away from the roadside. Which house would you suggest your parents should buy? Explain your answer. I suggest my parents to buy the house which is 3 lanes away from the roadside because this will protect us from noise pollution which is maximum at roadside buildings. So the buildings which are at roadside will suffer more noise pollution than compared to a house which is away from the road. The next question is, sketch larynx and explain its function in your own words. So the sketch of larynx is given. You have to draw that, and for the explanation of the function of it, we have to firstly remember the other name of larynx is voice box. It is present at the upper end of the windpipe. The function of larynx is to produce sound. So this is an organ which produces sound in humans. The next question is, lightning and thunder take place in the sky at the same time and at the same distance from us. Lightning is seen earlier and thunder is heard later. Can you explain why? Because speed of light is more than the speed of sound. The light travels at the speed of 3 lakhs km per second, which is very large in comparison to the speed of sound which travels at the rate of 330 meter per second in air. That is why lightning is seen earlier and thunder is heard later. So students, with these questions we have completed our NCERT questions. Thank you all for joining the class.